Hello. What's going on, everybody? Mike, it can't be the Saints and the 49ers. You can't have two NFC teams in the Super Bowl. What's up, Chance? Sean, Isaiah, Appliances and HVAC, Brad, Gary O. Happy New Year, everybody. Buddy 89, Rich. What's up, Matt? Man, that was some good football games today. Really, really good football games today. Good to see that the Patriots got eliminated early. Give somebody in the AFC another chance. Well, Tom Brady will live. I think it's going to be a New Orleans, Baltimore Super Bowl. Sorry, Chance. Yeah. What's up, Shannon? Yeah. I think it's going to be a New Orleans, Baltimore Super Bowl. I really do. Rocky Top. Man, as of right now, I'm saying yes, I am. Um, I don't know, Chris. I don't think KC can beat Baltimore. I really don't. But yes, I am planning to go to AHR. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I do plan on it. Oh, I didn't know KC beat them twice this year. Okay, okay. Well, I really think New Orleans is going to represent the NFC, unless we get screwed again. But as long as we don't get screwed, I really think we will represent the AFC. Let's see. Randy, are you a contractor, man? You go around in a lot of chats asking about these thermostats. Guys, I want to talk about a little something here before we get going. I'm also going to post a link. Give me 1 second. Man, that running back for Tennessee is a freaking beast. How you doing, buddy? 89. Yes, I did, Michael. My wife's sister's daughter, and they live in by the Memphis, Tennessee area. She's 7 years old, and she's the sweetest little girl, sweet little girl, and she got diagnosed with severe central sleep apnea, and that led to hospitalization in Memphis, Tennessee. The sleep apnea was very, very severe. Like, it was bad. So they did some MRIs, and they found some issues with her C2 vertebrae. It's causing her brain stem and her spinal cord to be compressed, and she's having some other issues because it's not letting the fluid drain properly. So she's in the hospital, and she's going to be there for a long time. She's got a lengthy hospital stay and several surgeries coming up. Um, so I wanted to ask if you guys could keep them in your prayers. And also, I want to post this link here. My sister-in-law did create a GoFundMe because, you know, there's, I mean, my sister-in-law's husband's not even being able to be there because, just because somebody's sick, you know, the bills don't stop coming in. And she's got insurance, but insurance is not going to pay for everything. They're going to have to come out of pocket for a lot of this. So if you can go to that link right there, and man, if you could give $1, $5, whatever y'all could do for them, it'd be greatly appreciated by them and me. Maybe, and just if you could leave a note with your donation saying that, you're one of my followers. That's how you found out about this. Her name is JC, and she's a very sweet little girl, and no kid deserves what's happening to her. So whether it's her or anybody else, but if you can, it's understandable. But if you can't, click that link right there. Everything helps, whether it's $1, $5, $20. It would mean a lot to my sister-in-law to help them out. And like I said, I told her I was going to talk about this on YouTube for her. So if you just leave a note with your donation saying that you're one of my followers, so she'll know, who it's coming from. But she's a 7-year-old kid, and she's in for a long haul of several surgeries coming up soon. So whatever you can do would be appreciated. Anyway, so Randy, what's up with all the thermostat questions over last time I was on? I think you were asking about thermostats too. Are you a homeowner or what? Hey, Aliski, I think that's how you say your name. Thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. There's I did catch a little bit of the other show earlier tonight. It seems like that thermostats was a pretty big topic over there. My favorite thermostat is the Honeywell 5000. Now, from what I understand, that thermostat is no longer being made. Somebody else commented on the post I had made about that and said the thermostat is still being made. I in no way, shape, or form like the new Honeywell T series. I won't use them. I just don't like them. I mean, and that's the bottom line. So you can still find the 5,000. See, you can't find them here. Honeywell's got to be still making them. I'll show you you guys the ones I've been putting on. Now, a lot of people don't like them. I didn't. It took a lot for me to start putting them on. Well, no, I don't. They're not phasing out. At least, I hope I'm saying your name right. But a Honeywell is actually bringing the thermostat back due to high demand. So many people were complaining that the thermostat is coming back. I'm going to show you guys the thermostat that I've been using. Now, a lot of guys don't like these thermostats, and I didn't like them either. And for a while there, I refused to even deal with them, but because I used them in the past and had trouble with them. And yeah, I know the 8,000 and all that's gone, but they redid these thermostats and they have not been an issue since. Let me share my screen here. Okay. This is the thermostat that I'm currently using. It's the Pro 1 T7 T701. The reason I'm using it is because it has a really nice display for the customer to see. And this right here, you can pop it off and they'll send you these little magnets with your company name and phone number for free. There's absolutely no charge to it. So that's another reason that I'm putting them on. What's up, Rich? Don't know how you guys feel about that, about those thermostats. I know a lot of people say they're junk, and they were, because that we put a bunch of them on back in not on that particular model, Michael. Auto changeover is not a big deal here. Back in 2011, I want to say 2012 area, we were putting them on, and we had trouble with just about every damn one of them. So we quit selling them. Yeah, exactly. You could excuse me. You get the little magnet free, no charge. I have a bag full of them. They redid them a couple years ago. And I've had no issues with them. Now, I did look on Jackson Systems website. Jackson Systems, that I don't know if ProTech thermostat. That wasn't a ProTech, Brad. That was a Pro 1. Jackson Systems still has the Honeywell 5000 on their website. And you can get Jackson Systems. See, for Honeywell to put your name and phone number on them, you have to buy like a dozen, I think, or maybe more. With Jackson Systems, you only have to buy 6 and they'll do it. And what I like about the 5000 is I can use it for gas, electric, and heat pump. I just buy a 2 heat, 1 a 2 heat, 2 cool, or a 2 heat, 1 cool. And I can use it for heat pump, straight air, whatever. Anybody else using those Pro One thermostats? I did get a couple new products in. Yes, Isaiah, I saw it. The Run True. For those of you that are unaware, Ameristar is no longer going to be sold in Train and American Standard supply houses. And okay, yeah, you meant Pro One. And also, Train is no longer a part of Ingersoll Rand. Ingersoll Rand and Train are no longer together. That's why you're going to start seeing this brand called Run True in Train American Standard supply houses. And it is a Train made unit. It has a spine fin coil on it and everything. So that's what you're going to start seeing in Train American Standard supply houses. And Ameristar will no longer be in Train and American Standard supply houses. So for those of you out there that have sold a bunch of Ameristar, I don't know where you guys are going to get parts at, unless another distributor picks them up, because Ameristar is still a Ingersoll Rand product, but Train is not. So, because, guys, I don't know how clear some of you are, but Ameristar is not made by Train. It was just a name that Ingersoll Rand owned. Ameristar is actually made in China by the same people that make Bosch, which is a company called Midea. So Train doesn't make Ameristar. So it's pretty interesting stuff. I've seen some of the guys putting in Ameristar, a bunch of guys on Facebook like it. But I'm just wondering now, what's going to happen when they need parts. Brad, I have to strongly disagree with you. Bosch is not junk. It's pretty damn good unit. I thought the same thing like you, but when I finally put one in, I put one in for the salesman of Ari Michael, and I was pretty impressed. And we've put others in, and man, everybody likes them. So I have to strongly disagree with you on that, my friend. And it's nice to be able to offer somebody an inverter-driven system at something that they can actually afford. Appliances and HVAC, be very careful. Try to bend them back and don't pull it out. Or, condemn the compressor. That's about all you can do. I'm not talking about the water heaters. I'm talking about the air conditioning systems. Yeah, they're small, but as far as saying that they're junk, I don't believe that. My dad put one on his house, and his utility went down. His electric bill went down $100 a month, and his house is a hell of a lot more comfortable now. It's my top tier unit. See, the way I'm doing my business down here in Lafayette, I used to, just kind of judge the customer and say, oh, they probably don't want nothing but a 14 SEER. But now I have a laminated price sheet on my change outs, and I give them 3 options. I go in there with that sheet and say, okay, you got a 3-ton. Here's your price for a 14 SEER. Here's your price for a 16 SEER. And here's your price for an inverter driven system. The 14 and 15 can be a Rheem or a Bryant, whichever one they choose. And then the inverter driven system is a Bosch. Well, Brad, you're the first one I've ever said that's had nothing but problems with the Bosch. You're the only one I have ever heard say had nothing but issues with it. And Rheem is coming with inverters. They've had inverters out, so I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Rheem has had inverter systems out for just like everybody else. I don't know if you're trying to say that they're coming out with a new one or something, but they already have them. Why don't you trust Rheem, Aliski? I'm very curious to hear that. Well, you're not going to see Bosch everywhere. I mean, it is a high efficiency inverter driven system. So you're not going to see it on every house. They don't make a 14 seer. They don't make a 16. They make, well, they had an 18 seer, but I think it's going away because they just came out with the 2.0, which is a 22 seer or a 21 seer. And that's all they make. Well, Brad, again, they're in Rheem's inverters. Arc, I mean, Bosch is the only one that makes a non-communicating inverter. So again, they are communicating. I guess what you're trying to say, Brad, is they're coming out with a new one. Which, if you have some information, I'd love to see it. You can email me right there. Well, Aliski, we're not talking about water heating here, my friend. We're talking about heating and air. Now my dad is a plumber. He's installed a lot of Rheem water heaters. We've had no issues, but I thought you were talking about their heating and air equipment. We're not talking about water heater. Daikin is nothing but a Goodman, fellas. Keep that in mind. Unless it's a mini split. I'd have to disagree with you, Aliski, on the quality. They're definitely not cheap. They're pretty damn solid units. I don't know where you're getting that from, but they make the best gas furnace on the market right now, in my opinion. Oh, well, I'm sorry, princess. Yeah, Daikin is nothing but a Goodman on forced air systems. But Aliski, I mean, I'm sorry, my friend, but you're the first person I've seen in a long time. What? No, go. You're the first person I've seen in a while, or probably since ever, say that Rheem is the quality's not good or it's okay. No, it's pretty good, man. Especially that the new especially the new platform. The new gas furnace is tremendous. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Yeah. I have got. Okay, there we go. I'm back. I got to get a new web camera. This web camera is horrible. Well, yeah, that's Daikin. I mean, that is Daikin. That ain't got nothing to do with Goodman, Mitch. That has nothing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Joshua. I mean, like I said, I don't understand what Eliski's saying, but I mean, Ream makes a hell of a quality unit. They really do. Yeah, the new furnaces are awesome. I mean, the gas furnaces are fantastic. I do wish Ream would come out with a better inverter, though. So tell me this. um, yeah, absolutely, Don. I agree. Looks like Don's a pretty big Ream guy. His thumbnails are Ream. So tell me this. I will not put in a Ream inverter system because I don't trust them. Ream is the only one using Riemann Rude, a scroll compressor, a Copeland scroll compressor in their inverter driven systems. What's up, Chris? You take like Bosch and Train and American Standard and even Goodman, but the Amana brand and uh, Lennox and everybody, they use a reciprocating compressor, not reciprocating, rotary, rotary compressor. Why is Ream not using a rotary compressor? When I worked for one of those companies in Baton Rouge, they sold a bunch of inverters, and I serviced one, and it was loud. Like it was really loud compared to Bosch and Train and Lennox and some of these other ones I've been around. It was really loud because of that scroll compressor. So, does anybody know why uh they're using a scroll? Brad, do you know if the new one is going to have a rotary or what? Because I mean, I won't sell a uh a Ream inverter. So Gary, you put 90% furnaces in an attic. I've Again, I don't know anything about uh so Brad, you're saying that the new Ream inverter will have a rotary compressor? Um oh, they came out with an RB20. Okay. And they have a rotary. But Don, that's not true. Train and American Standard do use an electronic expansion valve. Um Not on gas. Train and American Standard, if you if you use a gas furnace with a case coil, it will have a mechanical valve. But if you use an air handler with Train, it will have an electronic expansion valve. Also, Goodman uses an electronic expansion valve on their air handlers, not their case coils. Now I know Ream uses an electronic expansion valve even on their case coils. You have to like plug it up to the furnace or something. And Nordyne, believe it or not, their IQ drive, they also use an EEV. So Ream is not the only one using an EEV. So the RB20s are out, Don, because I haven't been told anything about that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask tomorrow. I'm gonna wait, no, tomorrow's Sunday, Monday. I'm gonna go up to my supply house and get some prices on them. Let's see. How is Ream how's Ream doing with the electronic expansion valve? Are they having issues with it? See, now the Bosch, they use a mechanical valve on the inside. Not that I'm aware of, Sean. That's good to know, Don and Brad. Don, are you installing a lot of the Ream inverters? How you doing, Craig? Yeah, Gary, I was, from what I've been told, I heard it's not good to put a 90% furnace in an attic because of freezing. Oh, well, I can't stop yawning. It's good chance. It's a slow time of the year right now, but I've got a couple things going on right now. Brent, if you texted that phone number that's on my videos, no, because that phone is lost right now and I need to get a new one. I hear you. So, okay, but you do put them in. That's basically what I was asking. So what about the 17 seer? The straight cool is a two-stage. The heat pump is a three-stage. It uses a scroll compressor too, correct? Insulate the flue pipe? Hmm. Hey, Glenn, I appreciate that. Yes, Chance. The Ream um 17 seer. If you buy a straight cool, it's two-stage. If you buy a heat pump, it's a three-stage and it has an inverter board. The two-stage doesn't. So it has, see, I won't sell those either. It has a Copeland scroll. But you can get a Ream or Rude heat pump in a two-stage without the inverter board. You just have what is that? The RP16. They make it in a single and a two-stage. I would not sell the 17 seer. If I decide to start offering Ream as an inverter option with the new ones with the rotary, I would only sell the 20. Yes, same thing, Chance, if you're still selling Carrier or an ICP product. Unfortunately, Carrier and ICP and Bryant, they're not true inverters either. They're not fully modulating. They're only 5-stage. They're not fully modulating. RB7. Oh, so they have a RB17 also that has a I'm guessing a rotary in it. Um yeah, the green speed is true modulating, but that's heat pump only, ain't it? And Don, do you know what brand um um rotary compressor they're using? Okay, yeah, Chance. See, but if you get a straight cool, it's strictly it's a 5-stage. Yeah, non-communicating on the 17 seer. Um See, they're not pricey here for me. I get a damn good price on them. Damn good price. Tipstar's good stuff. It's an ICP product. It's a Carrier ICP brand. It's good equipment. But I've actually moved more towards Ream lately. I don't know why. I just did. Chance, are you selling Carrier or an ICP brand? Because believe it or not, Bryant, Baker Distributing has Bryant now, and I get a hell of a price on Bryant. Um, Don or Brad, do y'all know what brand rotary compressor that Ream is using? Hey, Wink, how you doing? Nah, Glenn, Tempstar is top of the line equipment, man. It's nothing but a carrier with a Tempstar sticker. It's very reliable equipment. RSD, Sean, is that a supply house? Because if so, no, we do not have that. Chance, right now they're only carrying the legacy line. You know, the 14 and the 16 seer. They don't carry. I mean, I asked them the other day, and if I wanted like a two-stage system or an inverter-driven system, they said they can get it, but they're not carrying it. But the legacy line, the 14 and the 16 seer, they're giving me a hell of a price on it. Well, Aliski, what is your brand of choice? Because you don't, you seem like you don't really like any of them. Yeah, we don't have RSD here. No, the 113 is a 13 seer. We have the 114 and the 116. Yeah, the 116 is right. We have the 114 and the 116. No, I haven't seen a BA. Everything we have is 114 and 116. Uh, yeah, Glenn, you're going to be a lot happier. Hey, Chance, are you selling Carrier or an I or don't are you selling ICP brand? Yeah, I've never heard of RSD either. I never said there was nothing wrong with EVs, Michael. It's just, I mean, I know Train had some issues with them. They're electronic, so. Oh, that's right, Chance. I forgot that you do Lennox too. Um, what ICP brand do you sell, Chance? I'm just curious. No, not every baker has Bryant, guys. I know in Louisiana they have it. I don't know about anywhere else. I mean, CE still has it too. Carrier Enterprise, they still have it also. Well, Sean Baker, oh shit. They were a Heil distributor here. Now they have Bryant. Yes, our Baker has Grand Air also, but your Baker should have Bryant too, Isaiah. Grand Air is Baker's name, but it's built by ICP. Nope, no keep right, Mike, but I know the name. It's an ICP. Yeah, that's true. Which ICP do you sell, Chance? Don't you sell the Heil? I don't know if Keep Right is no, I think there's Keep Right here. It's just not in Louisiana that I know of. Not anywhere I've been in Louisiana. It's an ICP brand. Heil is nothing but a carrier with a different sticker. It's an ICP product. Yes, wink. We know what rude is. That's because that's exactly what it is, Brent. It's an ICP. It's the same thing. Mingledorf's. You must be in Georgia. No, Magic Chef does not still make units. I don't really know about that, Don. It's Heil, Arco Air, Temp Star, Comfort Maker. They're all the same. Chance, what brand do you sell on ICP? Oh, Mingledorf's is in Alabama too. Oh, Magic Chef. I've taken out a bunch of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are out there still kicking. Chance for like the 10th time. What brand ICP do you sell? I'm just asking. I'm just curious. And also, do you only sell the N model or do you sell the deluxe model condensers? Yeah, I just got your text, Chant. Yeah, I can see the last thing I see is what you said, ICP and carrier, same shit. Unless I missed it. I might have overlooked your comment. Let me scroll back up. I see Lennox and ICP. No, I don't see where you Chance where you told me what specific brand of ICP you sell. And also, do you only sell the N model condensers or do you sell the deluxe? Ooh, man. Okay, so you don't ever sell the deluxe condenser? What do you mean the comments for ArcoAir? Higher end goes to Lennox. Come on, man. Come on. Got to get you off that Lennox, Chance. Lewis, we were just talking about that. I really like it. you you sell any Lennox inverters, Chance? Aliski, I just never been a big fan of Lennox. Not saying they're junk or anything, but Lennox does a lot of they do a lot of crazy shit on their units that's unnecessary. Um I saw Ted Cook take one out. Um, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was a 21 SEER Lennox signature series, and then it had a gas furnace and then a cased coil and then some kind of other coil where the line set went from the cased coil to this other little coil. Craziest shit I've ever seen. I agree. The Elite series and the Signature series Lennox are ugly as hell. That shape they use, they're ugly. And Lennox is still using uh the big door on the back on the Signature series. Oh, you don't have to use that. Okay. And I mean, Lennox set was a nightmare for coil leaks. So, but the units are ugly. I agree. The Elite series and the Signature series, that's an ugly ass unit, the shape of them. And then Lennox puts, now they're quiet. I'll give Lennox that. But on the Signature series, Lennox makes this nice, pretty black, hard, like very solid top. But where the condenser fan motor bolts are, instead of putting a little cap right there with Lennox on it or something, they just leave it open and they put a black top with stainless steel silver bolts for hold the condenser fan motor, so they stick out like a sore thumb. It's ugly. I mean, even on the Elite series, they put a cap over the condenser fan motor bolts that says Lennox on it. But on their higher end shit, on the Signature series, they don't put a cap. They leave the bolts exposed. So you see how they do shit ass backwards? I mean, why would you not? Why would you cover the condenser fan motor bolts on your mid grade equipment, but on your top of the line, you don't cover the condenser fan motor bolts. You just leave them sticking out like a sore thumb, and they're a completely different color of the top. That's why I don't like Lennox, because they do ass backward shit. And I know that's not a big deal, and that doesn't hurt the performance or anything like that. But it's like, really? I mean, because it would look a lot better if they would. I mean, they could put a cap on there that said Lennox Signature Series. That's probably true, Sean. I don't know. I really don't know. You talking about the Signature Series right choice? I got you. Now, every Signature Series I've ever been on, they're extremely quiet. Very, very quiet machines. I mean, they're pretty easy to work on too, with the big door on the back. I am glad to see that. Now, I remember used to, on some of the older Signature Series, the condenser fan motor was exposed, so you had to hook your manifold up and then put the door back on. But now they have an enclosure, and you don't have to put the door back on anymore. At least the last one I worked on did. Yeah, Bobby Fox, I'd have to agree, man. The rings are pretty sweet looking. Now, I tell you what, I don't like the when you get into the high sear rude, they're ugly. Now, Rheem doesn't. Yeah, Comfort Store was China made. That thing was a piece of shit. Um, anyway, Rheem is one color from 14 seer all the way up to 20. With Rude, you get a two tone. Hey Mitch, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate that. With Rude, you get past 16 seer, you get a two tone condenser. You get that dark colored top, and to me, it's ugly. I don't know why. I guess that's how they separate Rude from Rheem on the higher seer. But to me, it's ugly. I don't like the two tone of Rude. Of course, I've never sold anything on Rheem above a 16 seer. I've never sold their 17. I've never sold their 20. But just to say, if I was a Rude dealer and I decided to sell a 20 to somebody, if I once I um, research them with this new compressor, I wouldn't want that two tone color. I don't like it. I think they're ugly. Chance, what is your most common sear rating that you sell? Oh, we don't have 13 sear here, Don. You must be up north. Rude's not noisy. Rude and Rheem are quiet. Wink. Yeah, me too. Now I'm going to see how it goes this summer. I've taken more business classes to try to be a better business guy, HVAC business classes, and Chicago, okay. And they all say give your customer three options: 14, 16, and then, whatever the next one is, 18, 19, 20. And they say most of the time they'll go with the middle option. They'll go with the 16 seer. Maytag is junk. It's a Nordyne product. They're all pretty much the same these days. I've really gotten over my thing about dogging equipment like I used to, but one brand that I absolutely will say is junk is Nordyne. Anything Nordyne makes. So Chance, do you only quote ICP 14 seer? Anything above 14, you go Lennox? I don't know, Chance. It's actually not Nordyne anymore. It's Nortec. You mean rental property is ICP, but when you go to like a nice house for a couple or something, it's always Lennox. Bobby, I would have done one tonight, man, but the reason I came on so late was because the playoffs were on. So I'll have to see about doing one soon. And it's not that I don't want to do one tonight, but it's already 11:30. I've been on here for about an hour already, so I'm gonna stay on here for a few more minutes and get off because I'm gonna go to bed because the Saints play at noon tomorrow. So I want to make sure that I get some sleep so I can get up in the morning and do my morning thing and then watch the Saints play. Yes. Rich, I need to do that, man. I really, really need to do that because I've got those manifolds that Sean sent me, and I've got those swaging kits that I need to give away. So, yes, I need to get on that quick. Thank you for bringing that up. Well, that's a shit deal, Chance. Start offering your damn homeowner some ICP. Hey, Craig, thanks for coming in, buddy. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, I try to, Bill. So, yeah, I keep you on. All right, Wink. Thanks for coming in, buddy. So, I'll try to get on here more often. I've been slacking. I still do sell Comfort Maker, Bobby. My supplier handles Comfort Maker and Ream. I have high volume. I'm a dealer for both, and I get top of the line pricing on both. But the problem is that this it is still air repair, but there's no ornaments on it. But we're about to take it down. Yeah, I need to spend more time on here for sure. But the problem is that I get such good pricing on both. I can't really use one as as my low end. Like if I wanted to say, all right, well, I'm going to sell ICP as my low end and then sell Ream as my high end. I get about the same damn price on both. I guess I could, if I have a service call at noon, they can wait till the damn game's over. Um, I guess I could, um, just do it for the looks because although the ICP connectors look really good to me, because I only sell the end model too, I very rarely sell a deluxe. Ream has the louvers over it. They're a lot, they're a lot better looking. That'd be the only thing I could do is for the look wise is just sell Ream as my primary, but you know, but that's the thing. I can't really give a better price on ICP because I'm getting it. I think I get it cheaper than Ream or no. I think I get Ream a hair cheaper than I get ICP if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's a California thing, Lewis. We don't have that here. No, and not saying that ICP is not quality because it is. Um, but I like the Ream stuff. I do, and I like that's the thing. I'm torn between the two because I like both of them. And another reason why I sell Ream, that's what I was getting to. Although they are a distributor for both, they don't keep near the Comfort Maker equipment that they keep Ream. So that's another thing. If I need something in a hurry, I'm going to have to go Ream because they're going to have it in stock. Because like if I walked in there and said, "Hey, I got a change I need to do first thing in the morning," I need a 4-ton, blah, 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 blah. He'd probably say, oh, well, I got the condenser, but I don't have this. Or I have the air handler, but I don't have the condenser. But I have everything in Rheem if you want to go Rheem. And that's what kind of pushed me into Rheem. I got tired of going in there and saying, hey, because I would go pick up my shit the day before. I'd say, hey, I just sold the system. I'm going to do it in the morning. Give me a 4-ton condenser, air handler, heat kit, blah, 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 blah. And they'd say, oh, well, I don't have the condenser in ICP, but I have everything in stock in Rheem. You want to use a Rheem? And I'd say, yeah, to hell with it. I got to have it. Give me a Rheem. So that is another reason why I started doing more Rheem. I disagree, Bobby. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey, Sean, I meant to ask you that manifold, did it not have a micron gauge, like a separate micron gauge that plugs in the back? Or is that just on the are you trying to get on camera? um that might just be the 870 that has the micron gauge. I see you. You know, everybody can see you. A lot of people can. I got you. No problem. All right, guys. Well, I've been on here for a little over an hour. I just wanted to kind of get on here and shoot the shit with you guys. I haven't got to talk to y'all in a while. I'm definitely going to try to get on here more frequently. Hey, get off the furniture like that. I'm gonna and like Rich said, I need to work on those giveaways big time because I still have that manifold and I still have those swaging kits I need to give away to y'all. All right, guys. Well, look, before I go, if you guys can please remember my niece, like I talked about in the beginning. My niece is in the hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm gonna post a link again. Here in the chat. If you weren't here for the whole story, just click that link right there and you can read her whole story. And if you can find it in your heart to help my sister-in-law and them out with a donation, that would be fantastic. But I ask everybody to please click that link and read her story. She's such a sweet little girl. And again, if you can find it in your heart to donate, it would really help out my sister-in-law and them. And if you all could keep her in your prayers. And if you do donate, you can leave a note with your donation. Just leave a note on there saying that, you know, you're one of my followers on YouTube. Because I told her I would be, telling you guys about this. Also, the link is in the description of this video if you're watching the video non-live. So, anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate that. And I will definitely try to start getting on here more frequently. But until next time, happy late New Year, everybody. And we'll see you guys on the next one.